Hello. We're about to start our beginner lesson. Here we got Barney Paul right there. That's my dad. We're gonna start off by putting the trombone together. The first thing we gotta do when we put the trombone together is you take the slide, this part right here, and you just put it securely on the ground. This little black part, if you have the little black part, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I don't. Just put it securely on the ground. Then the next thing you're gonna want to do is take the bell part, so this, and there's a little point that sticks up and one that's just a hole. The one that sticks up is the one that you're gonna connect it with, and it's gonna make a 90-degree angle with this. Yeah. Then you just take the screw thing and you put it together. I'll just scooch over a little bit. Now that your mouthpiece is over there, in case you don't wonder. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take the assembled trombone and put it down without the mouthpiece. So just like on the ground would be fine. So we're gonna do a few things. We're just gonna get the lips rolling a little bit. It's just some like. Now I want you to pretend like you're revving your engine, right? So let's try to make it go faster and get a little bit louder with it. So can you do like that for me? Yep, that's the one. Alrighty, let's do a little bit more like that. Let's go from high to low now. Like, can you do that one? There it is. One more time. Alrighty, let's try a little something on the mouthpiece. Now, we're gonna do a lot of the same stuff. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna just pretend to like go a little bit faster with it. So what you're gonna do is just go from low to high, and what happens when you go from low to high is the air just gets faster. So like this, check it out. Just that. Let's go from
being very cooperative.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. Let's instead of going from low to high, since you seem to play a little bit higher naturally, we'll go from high to low. Okay, so listen. Just that. Hey, that's closer to it for sure. That's you definitely got the motion a lot better than going upwards with it. What I'm seeing a little bit of is you're getting this like a little bit when you're going to put the mouthpiece out, a little bit of this motion, whereas you just want it to be an M, like let your lips just normally fall like they do, and just put your mouthpiece up. Watch. And from there you just make some records. So like let's go from high to low again. Go ahead. Hey, you got the notes. Now what I want you to do is think about putting your foot into like a hot tub when you're going lower, and let things just kind of relax a little bit, because right now you're still kind of zooming, going really, really fast with your air. So just let it slow down a little bit as you go lower. Check it out. Go hard. Try that. That's getting closer into the ballpark. Let's make sure that you're getting this little thing right here, like a little bit of this. You could just keep it like this, like normal. Just bring it up, right?
Oh. I'm trying to make sure that I hold my mouth in so it doesn't blow up.
Here, I'll help you out. You try it with the. You try the. You try it this time. Go ahead. There it is. Now I want you to do the. What I want you to do is, you notice how when you like, when I squeeze your cheeks in, the sound went towards the front side of the mouthpiece. Now I want you to try to put that vibration toward your lips from the start, rather than it being back here and having to push it forward. So just like, instead of it being like a woo back here, like towards the back of your tongue, I want you to try to put it towards your teeth. Can you try that? Like,
I'm not.
So basically what I'm thinking about and what I'm hearing from what I do and what I'm hearing you do a little bit is that there's a big air ball that's like kind of like spinning in your mouth when you're playing. And because yours is a little bit flooded back, that's what is causing your like lips and your cheeks to blow up a little bit. So that's what's causing the puff up. Now I want you to take that, and instead of it being like, I want you to push it to like the tips of your lips, like out here, right? So try it one more time. Let's do a little bit more of this.
Oh.
Try a little higher.
Oh.
One more time.
Oh.
Go ahead. Okay, that's closer in the ballpark. Let's make some sound on the instrument now. Make some sound. So what you're gonna do is, when you grab the horn, when you go to play it, remember, like this. So I'll grab it for a second. Give me a little like finger gun, and then 2 fingers and a pinky separated. So like a Spider-Man, right? The 2 fingers are gonna go right slipped into this little part right here. Your index finger is gonna lay across this, your thumb here, and your pinky is gonna hold this little bar here. Let me see. The thumb over here, yeah. There it is. Now remember that the thumb hits here, and with your now that you've got a secure grip on that hand, what you're gonna want to do is angle it just like that. Yeah, it should just kind of like, the angle should just stay consistent like this. Now with your other hand, can you give me the Spock hand? Could you separate your fingers like these 2 from each other a little bit, like that? Now group these 2 fingers together and group those 2 fingers together. And take it and place it right there. Yeah, right there. That's good. Now, what I want you to do is, I'm gonna sit up straight. I'm gonna bring it up to you, okay? So look, there you go. Now just blow some air through it. Go ahead. Keep on. Hey, try it one more time. It's getting in the ballpark of where it needs to be. Let's do a little something here. I'll play a little bit and you just make a sound after me, okay? Here, check it out. Hey, there it is. Try it one more time. Okay, let's take one step back. Why don't you take the mouthpiece off of the horn and match the sound that I'm making with the buzz. Listen. Go ahead. I like what you did. Did you see that you pulled it in?
Yeah, I saw it right there that way. That's why I corrected it. I saw I was blowing up.
Try it one more time, but like, what I want you to do this time is I want you to, you can start it however, but I want you to pull your cheeks in, and then I want you to breathe through your nose and keep your lips stay the same way. So like, watch this. Like what you're doing is a little bit of this. I want you to do, you're going kind of like, I can't even like, and then you're pulling it in.
Blow it.
Yeah, what I did though was I pulled it in right. So like, and I brought it in, and then once you get there, I want you to breathe through your nose and leave it exactly where your lips are. Okay? Try it like that. No, just make this sound. Go ahead. Hey, there it is. That's getting close in the ballpark. Could you just do this for me? Just pucker it. A little bit more rolled out. Try to get a little bit more bottom lip out there. Yeah, like that. Try it like that. Yeah. I like, did you hear it? Did you hear it for a second and went like,
I could feel it when it does it. I just can't make it stay there.
I get the I get the feeling.
I know when it sounds like it's supposed to sound. It's just making it stay there is the hard part.
For sure. Don't worry, that feeling doesn't really go away. Just becomes a different problem that it comes up with. So this time, can we go high, and then when you get to the lower note, just try to make the best sound. So like, give it a little like, and then hang out when you get low. Okay, so go ahead. So start off high and go lower. So go ahead.
High is fast?
Yeah, high is fast.
Okay.
Also, high is not necessarily louder. The two are independent. So what you're doing a little bit is, instead of it being like, it's a more like. So instead of it being like super focused, it's more like you're just blowing a lot of it. That's okay though. A lot of people will struggle with that for a very long time. But this time, can you just do this? Make your face like this. I'm seeing when you're putting it up to the mouthpiece, what you're doing is blowing up this lip a little bit and puckering it up forward, instead of it being just like set. You know what I mean?
And that's why it's
getting that.
That's why it's not beating against the other lip, I guess.
Right. That's actually exactly what it is. So
because it's pulled away from it too far to where it came.
Right. Could you just do? So you see how what you're doing a little bit is you're getting a little bit of a gerbil face. What I want you to do is I want you to try to, you have a little teardrop right here on your lip, and I want you to aim all of your air for that and try to make that the point where the lips vibrate at, rather than it being like up here on the top lip. Keep that like stabilized, keep that normal feeling, right? And try to make this point right here. Don't mean to be, wouldn't be touching up on a normal student, but this is my dad, so we're good.
When's the last time you watched
I want you to try to make this little teardrop the place where it vibrates at. Okay, so like, try to do that.
So you're trying to do both the top and the bottom, both of them vibrating, or just the top?
The bottom does vibrate, but it's kind of like a little cross on that area of vibration. So like a little bit this way and a little bit this way. So like, what you're doing a little bit is like, and instead I want you to focus it like you would just be like, hmm. Can you say hmm?
Hmm.
No, just spit a seed through that. Now do that for a longer time. Try to pull your lips closer together. Now, what I want you to do is still try to do that, but just let your what you're doing a little bit of is this. You hear it still getting that like raspiness to it. If you just like set it like normal, like just say, just say, Now spit your watermelon seed. All right. Let's do a little bit more on the mouthpiece, and then we'll get on the horn. Okay.
Okay.
Try just that. So the last note that you got to was very close to the bottom note that I got to. So kudos for that. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about the notes in between. Can we just go like, think about revving your engine really, really high? So like, what I would do is like, or like a slow acceleration, so like. Try to get a big like. Can you do that for me?
I just can't make my lips do it.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There was another student that couldn't make a sound at all on the mouthpiece. So this is a good step in the right direction. we're getting there, although it's a little bit not necessarily what you want immediately. Can we go back to spit the watermelon seed? Now, when you go to the mouthpiece, don't let your lips go in. Don't pull your lips even more forward. They don't need to go even more forward like this. This is what you're kind of doing a little bit. Instead of bringing the mouthpiece to you, you're kind of like, once you get it in the general area of your face, you're kind of like kissing into it. Yeah. Just leave it normal. Bring it right to it as it is. Don't even kiss it or nothing. Don't press it in. Let me see if I can. Just normal. Like set your like, just like you'd be just chilling at the house, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, just normal, like. Don't do anything with your lips. Now spit your watermelon seed. Now spit a bigger seed.
Like one big seed?
Yeah. Like. Go ahead. Sure. Okay. That's your lips aren't doing the weird thing that they were before, so that's cool. We're getting a little bit away from
that habit.
Yeah, it's okay. It takes some people. I mean, if it puts it into context, you just picked the trombone up like a few minutes ago, and now you're making a sound. You know what I mean? Let's play a little bit back and forth. Retest. What do you do with the left hand? Show me the picture. What you do aside away from the horn? Yeah. Now hook it in. Thumb there. Yeah, your thumb was on the other side. Yeah. Cool. Now pull it up. Put your mouthpiece in. Yeah, that works. Now just bring it to you. Just bring it to you. Don't do any kissy faces or anything with your lips. Just leave them like normal. And now bring your other hand up to it. Remember the 2 and 2. 2 on this side of the slide. Over here. I know it's an awkward feeling at first to separate these 2 fingers, but yeah, there it is. Now, spit a watermelon seed. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it again. Do it a few times. Now I want you to, this time what I want you to do, instead of spitting little bitty seeds, is I want you to imagine that you're automatic seed spitter. So like instead of it being like individual shots, I want you to go like blow a long line of them, like it's like a bunch of seeds. Go ahead. Yeah, that's getting close. You're close to this note. Try to make that sound. Good. Now, cool feature about the trombone is that it has a slide. Now, what I want you to do this time is I want you to do that note that we just did. Could you do it with me again? A little higher. One more time. All right, that was a good sound. Make that sound again. It's okay. Try it again. Now, what I want you to do is do that sound, but just go out with it. So like, but don't take it off of the slide. Just go like 6 inches away from your face with the slide. Okay, so like. Go ahead. Cool. Do it again. One more time. Cool. One more. Now do the lower one and do the same thing. Cool. You're picking up on it now. You see that? Let's do this. Try it one more time. Hey! You got the lower one first. Try to get that higher one. Listen. Cool. That's getting in the ballpark. That's getting a lot closer to what you were originally doing. Now, can you go one more time? It's okay. Sure. Now go check this out. Go about 6 or 7 inches out from the side, or I don't know. Is that a whole foot?
It's almost a foot.
Almost a foot. And well, actually start all the way in, and slide out to the foot. Okay. So listen. I'm gonna demonstrate. So like this. Go ahead. You're a little low. Try to get a little higher. That's okay. Check it out. Go ahead.
Am I going higher when I come in, or am I going higher when I go out?
What do you think? What are you perceiving?
I think you're going higher when you go out and going lower when you come back in.
Well, how it works is basically like each one has its own slot. So if you're on this slot, you can go lower with it on the slide. So like what you were doing a lot of times was starting on this note, right? And as a result of that, you were on that shelf. Let's call it a shelf for right now. You're on that shelf, and when you're on that shelf, the slide can let you go to different places on the shelf, so you can go lower on the same shelf.
Okay.
So if you're going out and you're
doing two at one time. You're going low on the shelf and going and jumping down off the shelf and then.
Yeah, or I jumped the shelf higher.
Right.
I jumped the shelf higher.
Shelf higher when you went out.
I jumped the shelf higher to start with. So like, notice that these are set in the same spot on the slide, right? So. You hear how those let's call those shelves for now, okay? So shelf 1 on the top shelf, on the higher shelf I went out with it, right? See, that's something that's technically called partials, but for right now, if you're on the same shelf, basically, if you go out with the slide, it's gonna go lower. Is
what it's designed to do.
Yeah. So originally, I had a little bit of a plan to do. We were gonna do another tune, but I think that we're gonna adjust it a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna play an LSU song. Okay. So what I want you to do is start on that lower part, that lower shelf that we did. Listen. Go ahead, play that note. Hey, okay. So now what I want you to do is slide to about 1.5 feet out. Listen. Go ahead. Okay, so you started a little high and then you got to the right shelf, right? And you got the low note right. The low note was like spot on, and then you slid back and it was on the right shelf. So this time, just take a second and make sure that you're on the right note. So you can take your time with that. Just tongue it a few times, like ta ta ta. Go ahead. Sure. Now what I want you to do is, now that you have it, whoops, that's okay. It's a little bitty horn, and this carpet in here, so we're good. Now what I want you to do is tongue it, play it a few times on that shelf. Try that. Go ahead. Okay, now what I want you to do is go about 1.5 feet out. Go ahead. Cool. Now what I want you to do is go ahead. Sure. This time, start out on the 1.5 feet out and slide up to it. So listen. Go ahead. So you got to the right note at the end of what you needed to start on. Could you hum me the first note? Go a little bit higher with it. One more note up. Okay, that's close enough. Try this. Go ahead. Slow it down a little bit. Can you say who?
Who?
Now blow that kind of air like. There it is. That's the right note. Now, hand-wise, I want you to pull it in a little bit more and try it out. The who kind of air. Go ahead. Now go. Go ahead. Hey, it's a work in progress. Let's This time I want you to just go. Just that. Slow down that air a little bit. Yeah, but don't go lit. Go ahead.
I'm cutting it off. Am I supposed to? What are you supposed to do? Just let out of the air? Or?
Yeah, just let the air go out.
don't
So
stop it with
like
your
this.
tongue?
No, you don't. If I were to stop it with it, my tongue would be like. I can't even really do it, but like basically what you're just supposed to do is. You hear how the tongue's not interrupting it? A little bit lower out. Yeah. Go ahead. Now slide up to the higher note. Go ahead.
Oh, higher.
Yeah.
Faster.
Yeah. Hey, that's getting closer to it. Now do this. What I'll do is I'll go, and then you'll do your slide. Okay. So what it'll end up sounding like altogether is. But all that you're gonna do is I'm gonna go, and then you're gonna go. You think we can do that together? Yeah. Go ahead.
I can't get my lips to act right.
That's okay.
I'm still cutting it off with my tongue.
For right now, it's not important. Just I'll go, and then do your slide. So
I'm going slower to faster.
you're going.
Oh, faster, slower to faster.
Yeah. Can you do this? Let's go back to the mouthpiece. Let's go faster to slower first. So. Go ahead. Hey, that was exactly what you needed to do. Do it again. Cool. Now start on that lower note. You remember how that lower note felt? Yeah. Go ahead. One more time. Okay, let's put it back on the horn now and try it out. So. Out there first, and yeah, right there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
A little high.
Yeah, a little zing to it, but I like it. It's okay.
I can ventilate up in this mode.
Okay, let's try out. I'll play the, and then you give me the slide in.
That's me. So those two notes at the so it goes bum bum bum.
Yeah.
Bum is just me, right?
Yeah, that's your solo.
That's my solo.
Very glamorous, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to being a trombone. Okay, you ready? I'll play my first few notes, and then you play yours. Okay. You want to try it again?
I can't get started off right.
That's okay.
It's like starting cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you go high to low? get there. Yeah. Do it again. One more time. That was a little higher than before. Try it slower and down a little bit. Go ahead. Yeah. But you went just a little bit too far out on the slide itself. So try it one more time. Yeah. Now try. You have to come back up though.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Hey! So you got. Whoop.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I forgot to grab it with my pinky.
Here's a pro tip. If you want to have autonomy with this right hand and be able to do whatever, just grab it with that pinky. Otherwise, it'll just go. Nothing worse than that feeling. Nothing worse than that feeling. Let's try it a few more times, and I'll give you all the notes by the end of it. Okay? You'll do Okay, but for right now, let's go back to what we were doing. Dun, dun, dun. I'll play my notes. You ready? Hey, that was a lot closer than it was the times before. Let's try it again. It's a little sad sounding, huh? It's like, nah. We need to get that, nah.
Slow to fast, right?
Right, but don't zing it too fast at the end. Go ahead. Go ahead again. Hey, there it was. That's the sound you want to make. One more time. One more time. Now go. Go ahead. You have to start out at the lower position. Go ahead. Down. There it is. Try it again. Hey, there it was. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. There's the pregame salute by Colton and Paul Johnson.